This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to a city immortalized in song, Kalamazoo, Michigan, Waldo Stadium, and home to the Western Michigan Broncos. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Central Michigan Chippewas, squaring off with another team from the MAC, the Western Michigan Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Chippewas will put total leather and we'll get started. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return.
Entering settings screen, you have 29 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Menu narration option is set to off.
forced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Looking for space, it's Buckley. Works ahead for a couple, they'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Dropping back, it's Lowry. Looking downfield. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
How about that for this defense on the first drive? You want to come out, create some momentum, create some energy, create a negative play. They do just that. They force the INT. Not only that, got a little bit of return on it, little icing on the sundae to go with it. Great start for this defense.
Great place to start for this offense. Give to the running back. Runs through the tackle. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll go right back to it. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Off the play fake. Now improvising. Unleashes one deep. And he's got it! Touchdown, Central Michigan! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
They're dealing with a second and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Going with the counter play here. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
So as a defensive guy, they line up in a formation. You know they're heavy on one side, and then all of a sudden, boom, 2 guys pull, and they go the other direction. So you can't really load up and play that. That counter keeps you off balance as a defense and makes you really be honest.
And the Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Lowry. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Caught on the outside, it's Williams. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
You know, it's hard enough just to catch passes in college football, but to do it while also being cognizant of where you are in the field and making sure you get a foot down in bounds, that's really impressive.
And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. The Broncos will line it up on 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Love what they did there, putting the big fella in the slot, letting him use his ability to get downfield and create some space and find the soft spot in the zone.
No doubt. You got the big fella in the slot, so you get your matchup. You know it's zone coverage. You know you can put it up out there and let him go make a play. That is a recipe for success, finding that matchup and exploiting it.
And the Broncos are marching down the field. They'll move the tight end. Trying to run, it's Buckley. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Scanning the field, it's Lowry. Going for 6. Throw to the end zone, it's picked off. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too. Because of the field position with the offense backed up, they know they're going to try and run the ball, buy themselves some real estate that they ain't having. Lots of bodies in the box, close to the line of scrimmage, and they generate a TFL.
Creates a little space. Past the sticks, and he may get more. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Turning it on. Discards him with the stiff arm. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The Chippewas, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Zings it complete to the right. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Chippewas had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what he catch it, big fella.
That last completion sets him up on second down. Running back searching for a hole. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second downs. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Runs through a tackle. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. The Chippewas started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And those are the plays you dream about. You blitz, you bring the absolute lumber. Those big hits, man, those can set the tone. And that makes a decision for this offensive player. Do I really want to go near that guy?
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Chips. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Lowry. Unloads it downfield. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Trying to take it back. He's at the touchdown, Chippewas. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Coming out with it, it's Leary. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Using his legs, it's Buckley. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Buckley. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
On target to the left. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. We've reached the end of the period. Central Michigan has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Back to pass, it's Lowry. Got the quick pass. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity. and he can come up with the catch.
The Broncos can really attack on this 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Inside the 35. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ball game.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect them.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Flores. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll pull it down and run. At the 40, there he goes. Breaks into the open. And he'll finally slide after the long run. I'm not sure if he wanted to avoid the hit or he just got tired.
And he's really proven to this defense that he's just not a one-trick pony. He can beat you through the air, and now he can do this. Now he can take off and scramble, move the sticks, get his first down for his offense. This defense, they're starting to learn pretty quickly. This guy is a talented joker at quarterback.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Temple. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it harder to defend.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
And the Chippewas with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Grab near the marker, it's Lewis. Touchdown, Central Michigan. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession again.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Buckley. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Gives it on the option. Powers through the defender. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. They are in danger of squandering this great field position unless they can convert this 3rd and 5. Looking to pass, it's Flores. The sweet feet buy a little time. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Chips.
Football oftentimes gets won by the teams who play the best on the critical down and distances. What an amazing play by that quarterback on 3rd down. Able to put his team on his back, use his legs to extend and buy time, and then go score. Awesome job.
Western Michigan, 7.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Quarterback may change this route. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the air. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he's into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Line getting set on second down. Back to throw, it's Lowry. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game because they simply cannot establish a rhythm under center.
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Touchdown, Chippewas! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Western Michigan, 7.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Lowry. Rushes on him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And it's amazing that they're only trailing by a couple of points in this game because they've turned it over a couple times and they've been sacked a couple times right now. They have no rhythm on offense right now. You have got to give the defense tons of credit. They are dominating in the trenches. That's the big story so far.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at him. If you do that, you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick six. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Caught behind the line. It's Leary. He stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a first down, and it'll be 4th.
4th down coming up.
And the Broncos line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. As expected, looks as if they'll run it out and go into halftime with a lead.
I get it. I understand. The smart, the conservative thing to do is make sure you go into the half right where you're at. Don't give up a big play. But I'm the guy that's going for points. I like to be aggressive.
That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime.
Central Michigan, 42.
The Broncos will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels, so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
They want to run it left here. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Third down conversions, always a huge stat. And they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. They'll leave it with him. Plows through the defense.
And this defense steps up. They're losing. They need a play. 3rd and long, you're thinking pass. The offense actually tries to run the football. Not fooled. Forcing the 4th down now, trying to get the football back.
Catch is made at the 15. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. Dropping back, it's Lowry. Got a man, it's Buckley.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the Broncos can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Leary. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Good enough for a 1st down.
New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
The Broncos are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Unloads to the... And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Here comes the heat. They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chains. And the Broncos are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield, it's Lowry. Makes a grab over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Handoff to the lone back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Third down coming up.
They're trying to eat up some clock here. Ninth play of the drive. It's 3rd and 6. Tight end now in motion. Might be calling a hot route. They'll toss it to the left. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll go to the ground. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Chippewas come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. Hard running there. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
So the final period starts with a 2nd down play.
Roll it, Spider.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Leaves it with the running back. He stopped at the 32-yard line, not enough for the 1st down. And the Chippewas will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into.
Makes the grab right down the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need to push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
The give to the tailback. Can't get him to the ground. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Brings up 4th down.
The Chippewas will go for it on 4th down. Motion from the back. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. And they'll take a knee. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. There is nothing greater than a rivalry game unless you lose it. And in that case, there is nothing more miserable.
I agree, Reese. And that's why rivalry games are so great, because you take the stats and you take the rankings and you take the records and you throw it all out the window. There's always tremendous effort and passion when we see these rivalry games. We certainly saw it today. And David, for this losing team, this one's going to sting for a while.
It does, but it's so strange because I always feel the same way. I'm like, there's no chance that they have a chance to upset them. But then you go, it's a rivalry game. The vitriol, the hate, it's already there. And so it means so much in sports. Who's motivated for these games? So you do get up. It does become a good game, even when it's not a good game on paper.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been...